Today I'll be showing you how to calculate slope and the basics of the coordinate plane and slope. And this is one video of a 3 to 4 video series, and the series will take I'd say 2 weeks to fully come out. 2 weeks from now we'll have the last video. So let's start off and try to define what slope is. I'm going to define it in less professional terms so it's easier to understand. So let's say I have a line right here. So I'm trying to find out the slope, but I don't know what slope is. So let's say what slope is in less professional terms. If you go one forward, 1 unit to the right, I guess, how high up are you going to go? And as we can see here, this is around 1/3. This is around 1/3. So this is 1/3 of a raise from the last point. So the slope is 1/3. But you can't always eyeball it like that, so I'm explaining how to find slope. So let's say this is a point we are tasked to find the slope of. And I'm going to plot 2 points on the line to find the slope. This is how I recommend to solve it, but if you find any other method, you're welcome to use it. So on this line, we can see that we have a point right here and a point right there. Let's call this point 1 and this point 2. And let's try to find the coordinates of that point so we can find the slope, because you need the coordinates to find the slope. Or you can just eyeball it like before, but it's better to have the coordinates. So let's first find out the x. The x is 1, 2, 3. -3. The y is 1, 2, 3, 4. The coordinates of point 1 are -3, 4. Now let's find the coordinates of point 2. Point 2 is -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the y is 1. You just see it by looking right here. So now we have the coordinates of each one, and we're going to be using my magic formula to find the slope. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this just basically means you take the x coordinates of point number 2 and subtract the coordinates of point 1 from it to find the change in each one. So that way you're going to have the change of y over change in x, because that's another definition of slope, or rise over run as some like to call it. Rise over run, because that's an easier way to describe the formula. So now that we have this formula, we're going to substitute terms. As you see here, this is point 1. As you can see, I wrote down point 1 on it twice. This is point 2. I wrote down point 2 on it twice. And this is x1 and y1. And for the other set of coordinates, it's the same. It's just that it's just a 2 instead of a 1. This is x2 and this is x1. I mean, not x1, y1. I keep saying that. So y1, sloppy y. Oh god, this is horrible. Really is. What a typo. Alright. Sorry guys for messing up. It's x2, y2. Now we're gonna substitute everything. So y2, which is right here, it's really hard to see, my handwriting's horrible. 1 is right here. It's possible to see. Okay, so this this y2, which is what we're going to want first, is a 1, and y1 is a 4, so let's do 1 minus 4, and x2 is negative 6, and x1 is negative 3, so we're going to be subtracting negative 3. So now let's simplify this. We now have minus 3 divided by minus 6 plus 3, which equals minus 3 divided by minus 3, which equals 1. So the slope of this point is 1. It could have been easier calculated by just going, well, it goes 1 and then 1. So the slope is 1. But that's not going to work out as well for you if you get a line like this. How are you supposed to calculate a line like this? It's sort of tricky, right? Because it's really hard to just find something that lines up perfectly. You have to be really lucky. Just find a point that's an integer right there, another point that's an integer, and it's going to be much easier if you just use a formula in that case. So that's how you calculate slope. This is the basics. Tomorrow we're going to be learning about, well, not tomorrow, but the next video, which probably will be tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends on the schedule. So the next video is going to be on, the formula. No, not the formula, the equation. Formula, equation, sort of similar. But it's going to be on the equation of slope in the y-intercept and what the y-intercept is. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot. I had a lot of typos in this video, and it's to take a million, but it worked out pretty well. So thanks for watching. I'll try to release more of these so you guys can learn, and don't forget to like and subscribe.